Hello Cancer, and welcome to the reading today. I hope you're all doing well as always. We're going to see what messages Spirit have for you. So thank you for joining me. Let's get started. When I picked up these cards, which were the cards they led me to, they said 6 Oracle, and I have no idea why, because that isn't usually what I do. But let's see as we go along and see if they confirm that. We have the card of soulmates in the beginning. We have community. We have observe. And we have observer, apologies. We have truth be told. Yep, they're throwing out more. Okay, here we go. We have exchanging gifts. Does that fit into camera? Yes, it does. We have they're quite big, these cards. Changing gifts. We have time to go. We have milk and honey. Very nice. We have yin energy. They also gave us the mending card, which I'm going to pop just there. We have regeneration also, so I'm going to put those together because I'm running out of space. And have a drink of water and then we'll get started. Okay, Cancer, let's see what this is all about. It's very unusual for me to put 6 out at the beginning, and especially 6 Oracle. So I normally go straight into tarot, as you know, if you're used to watching the channel. So this is for a particular reason. Who is this person around you, Cancer? There's a person, a soulmate connection. Now, a soulmate doesn't have to be a romantic connection. Can be, obviously. But this can be a friend that you're really connected to, or a family member. It can even be, someone you bump into in the street that you just feel incredibly connected to. There's an issue going on that this person holds the key to. I do feel you're being comforted here by this person. They hold the key to you feeling that sense of comfort. We see all the love hearts falling around here. There's a lot of love around this situation. But you see here this penguin, I was going to say this person, but yes, this person in your life is holding this key, and there's a heart here. And I do believe this is you. You're waiting for that heart to be unlocked. So there seems to be some sort of, I don't feel it's conflict exactly, but there's some discomfort around an issue with someone you're very close to at the moment. I do feel there's going to be some sort of communication though, because we have an exchange of gifts. Now, obviously this could be a physical gift. There could be a birthday for somebody around this time or something of that, which would break the ice in terms of sending a present or something. It's going to be different for all of you. I say this every reading. This is a very general reading. But I do feel this is about communication. That's the energy that's coming through. It will feel like a gift because it will open up a dialogue. And I do feel that that's what this connection needs at the moment. It's about something you're both bringing to the table. I do feel it's one person. I don't feel it's any more than one person. Very interesting. It'd be interesting to see which tarot they bring us to pull that together. I do feel that you're surrounded by people that help you, surrounded by people who care about you, Cancer. You may not always realize that, or you may not always see that, but certainly within your community, if this issue is weighing heavily on your mind, there are people around you that are a distraction, are you know, you're able to spend time with, to socialize with people who do genuinely care about you. But what we see here is some movement forward. So some of you may be leaving a situation. Some of you may choose to actually leave that community and take yourself forward to pastures new. It may be that if there's an issue with a person here, whether it be a partner or whoever it is, that this soulmate connection you have with, that was really bad English, but you know what I mean. Whoever this person is that you're very connected to, it kind of feels like it happened within this community. And maybe for some of you, and again, it won't be for all of you, but for some of you, you think, you know, maybe my community, maybe I shared a bit too much with them, you know, and maybe it's time for me to actually remove myself from this environment and actually move forward onto a new path. For some of you, that won't be a physical move. For some of you, it will be about your way that you communicate with people. It will be your approach and your perception about things. It may be that, you know, in dealing with the community, you know, your friends maybe are bringing this issue up all the time, and you are done with talking about it. And you know, there may be a part of you, Cancer, that thinks, I wish I hadn't spoken about it in the first place, because then I could just enjoy my friends and we don't have to revisit it. It's got that sort of vibe to it. So for some of you, it will be, as I said, not necessarily a physical move, but it may be that you just start doing different activities with different people. You'll still have connection with this community, because as I say, I do feel they're a supportive community around you. This could be other family members, you know, that have an opinion about what's happening with you and your partner, for example. And you may just think, you know what, I need time out from this. I just want to move forward and actually bring some different experiences into my life and do some different things. I think you definitely have got your sights on something really nice, Cancer, because here we have you as an observer, and I do believe this is your energy. And the fact that Spirit have given us it with the milk and honey card. Milk and honey is about abundance. It's about, you know, everything being just perfect, really. And that's the emphasis of that particular card. And, you know, I do think that maybe you're watching situations, you're watching maybe the experiences of other people around you, and you're wondering why, you know, your life maybe has taken the turn it has, or maybe questioning why, you know, you can't experience beautiful things that other people are experiencing. And I think having watched that happening to other people, it may even be TV programs or YouTube channels you're watching. You may be watching people that are, you know, just living in beautiful places or going on adventures, and thinking to yourself, wow, you know, what's at the end of my rainbow? You know? And I do think that is going to sort of give you that spark inside, Cancer, to feel inspired to take your life forward in the way that you want it to go. So it may be that, having made the decision that you need to make a few changes to the way you're approaching life, it may be that you're seeking out YouTube channels or television programs that sort of feed into that feeling of excitement, so that you can, you know, go and experience some different and beautiful things. I think this is about honesty, obviously, if I can pick it up. This is about the truth being spoken, but also I feel this is about you being honest with yourself. I think Spirit have said repeating patterns. So maybe for some of you, Cancer, you're looking at your life and thinking, I want my life to be different. I want it to be, blue skies, lots of love around me. I want to have the knowledge and the wisdom, because we have the owl, obviously, center stage here. Want the wisdom that I've learned to actually carry me forward into things that are, really beautiful for me. I want my life to be different. Maybe there's a bit of reflecting going on there. Maybe for a while you've been hiding. There's a mask here. Look at this. And maybe you're saying it's enough time. I need to put the mask down and I need to live life as I want to live it, not as others think I should be living it. It's about you having a very honest word with yourself about how you want life to be moving forward. But Spirit said, while you're doing that, it's not about blaming yourself for past decisions, because that doesn't help you at all. This is about you being soft, gentle, kind with yourself, because all the decisions we make in life are for a reason. And we can only deal with the here and now, so we can make different decisions moving forward. So Spirit are reminding you that when you are having this honest word with yourself about how you want life to be moving forward, not about what's happened in the past, it's about treating yourself with kindness. Because I do see these beautiful things materializing for you, Cancer, and I don't feel they're going to come out of thin air. I feel that you're going to go and grab them, frankly. But it's interesting. I don't know whether you doing that will actually bring about this change with this particular person. I am picking up a key person here, because on the bottom of the deck, and of course it's bottom of the deck, so it means it's a bit in the future. I don't mean years, but I mean it's not tomorrow. We have the mending card. I think not only will you find your new experiences and, this lovely abundance and you stepping into a fuller, more enriched life, if that's what you're aiming for, Cancer. But I think it's going to have a knock-on effect to other situations, other people, and you are going to be able to maybe mend any hurt that's in your heart. As I said at the beginning, I felt you were the one here receiving comfort. So I do feel that it will be very healing for you. I also feel there's a possibility that it will help mend this situation, because this person may well see you in a new light, And from that healing comes regeneration. We see here from the ashes, the tree is growing like a phoenix rising from the ashes. So, this is growth from a time when you thought that things were very difficult, or maybe you've had a heartbreak here. There's rebuilding happening here. It's not rebuilding the same, because I do think that you have made choices for things to be different moving forward, Cancer. And this is about regeneration. So this is about a new spark, a new growth coming from this situation. So I do feel that even if the mending amends this situation with this particular person, I think that maybe your relationship will be slightly different, because you will have different expectations from it. That's very interesting. Oh, wow. Look at the card that is underneath. I've picked two from the bottom of the deck. This is the third one from the bottom of the deck, and I'm not going to go through the pack. I don't like it when people do that. But that's just a thing that I don't like doing. But I am taking this because it is very relevant. You have a new life ahead of you, Cancer. And we talked about that here, about you feeling the need for something new, maybe a new environment, some new experiences, a new friendship circle maybe, so that you can leave the past in the past and move forward. And this is your confirmation. There is a new life waiting for you. And as I say, for those of you that don't want to make major life changes, a new life means whatever it means for you. So just living your life differently, going to different places, you know, making sure you meet up with, you know, a new person a month or something like that. That is introducing new energy and a new life into the one that you've been existing. The one that you've been living, really, was probably a better way to say it. You know, but it may be that some of you feel like you've just been existing and dealing with stuff. And I do think that you are getting energized, seeking out things that are beautiful, that inspire you, Cancer. Right, I'm going to pick a few tarot. I'm conscious of the fact this is going to end up being a very long reading, and I really don't want it to be. So let's see. Where do we go, Spirit? Which tarot? Which ones? They're showing me 2 decks in this. I don't know which one. Let's go for this one. Okay. Oh, wow. They're ahead of me. Yes, look at this forward movement. Wow. Once I do feel there's going to be some communication between you and this person. As I say, it could feature actual physical gifts in terms of, you know, a celebration of some sort. But I do feel that once you decide what you're dealing with here and how you want things to be, you'll know which direction to go in. And once you know that direction, Cancer, there's going to be no stopping you. Chariot is a very fast moving energy, and, you know, you're ready to, you know, grab life and move forward. There's a lot of happiness ahead of you, Cancer. Look at this. It's going to lead you, this new energy that you're getting, this inspiration, is going to lead you to some much happier times and some happier experiences. And I think for some of you, I think it's a conscious decision. That's what I was picking up here, that you are fed up with actually feeling held down, and you're ready to grasp new opportunities in new life. And I think I can only vaguely remember this because I do a lot of readings, but the last set we did, I'm sure there was something in your reading about forward movement and new opportunities then. I may be mistaken, so don't take that as gospel. But yeah, check it out on the channel if you've not seen the previous one. King of Cups. What is it, King of Cups? Do you know, this is so interesting to me. I use a variety of decks, okay, and I've done several readings over the last few days. And the King of Cups has appeared in every single one of them. Wow. So there's obviously strong King of Cups energy around for all of us at the moment. That's very, very interesting. So the King of Cups here is bringing, you can see there's calmer waters. In this particular deck, this king, some decks he's not, but in this particular deck, he's on an island. He's quite happy with his own company. He's not letting anything get to him, anything bother him. He's sitting there doing a bit of dreaming. You know, the King of Cups is led by his emotions. But he's nobody's fool, you know. He knows what information to share and what not to share. So you may have made a conscious decision, as we were talking about earlier, about being careful who you share things with in terms of the people around you. But, you know, he also brings a very loving, a very nurturing energy. I do think this is about you, Cancer, getting back to who you are and who you feel peaceful with. It's almost like you've been having an internal battle for a while, which you were sharing with people, and now you've thought, hang on, I need to pull my energy back so that I can feel complete and I can move on to actually experience some beautiful things, because it is time, Cancer. You've had enough stress. Look at this. Some of this stress was self-induced, to be honest, because there's always been light shining out of the window, but you weren't in a mindset or a position to actually take advantage of it. All the clues were there. You know, we see that this bird is singing its song but facing the window. The cat is trying to attract your attention. Even the swords are faced in that direction, but you can't see it because your head is bowed and you're tearful and you're stressed and you're depressed. You know, I use that term lightly, obviously. I'm not a clinical person. So, but, you know, your feelings of feeling very heavy energy and very tearful and all those sorts of things. But the light was always there. As I say, you just weren't in the right mindset to be able to see the way forward and to see brighter times and lighter skies, which is what is there, which is why I think you're seeking it out yourself. Why are you showing us truth be told and yin? What's this about, Spirit? Yeah, you've got a lot of choices ahead of you, and they're not scary choices. You know, I think in the past, maybe, I can't put a time scale on it because it's a general reading, but I do think it goes back a few months, maybe even longer for some of you, whereby you've had difficult choices to make. These are not difficult choices, these ones, because it's here. It's about being honest with yourself about the choices you have made, but the choices you want to make moving forward. And I do think, Cancer, you are making a conscious decision to choose a better life. And if it takes time for you to choose it, then take time, you know? Look at the expression. It always makes me smile, this, because look at the expression on this person's face, the shopkeeper. It's like she's saying, oh, for goodness sake, make your mind up. But you are taking your time deciding what you want to choose for your life going forward. And that is absolutely fine. Even the cat looks fed up. But make them wait, you know? Make your choices, because those are good choices, Cancer. It's got a lovely energy attached to it. Tell us about this new life, this healing and this regeneration, Spirit, please. Just one more for Cancer, because this is a mega long reading. You felt in the past that you have been missing out on the way you want life to be. And I know that wasn't very good English, but you have felt that while other people, and we touched on this earlier with these two while other people you feel are leading a more exciting and a more fulfilling life, you felt that you've been left out in the cold, that you've missed out in some way, Cancer. Well, now is your time to bring in that positive new energy. You have the strength to do that. Leave your tornadoes. Is that a tornado? Not very good on those things. We don't have them here in England, really. Well, little ones, maybe, occasionally. But leave your tornadoes behind you and harness that inner strength and make choices, Cancer, because you've got them presenting themselves. You may have to go and find them. As I said, they're not going to just turn up in front of you, but on the bottom of the deck, we have your reward for the efforts you put in to creating the life that you want to create. Cancer, that is a fabulous reading for you. I usually pull Moonology at the end. I'm not going to, because I don't think we need them. Do we? Do we not? Spirit just said, oh, go on. All right, I will. It's just, I'm conscious it's such a long reading. So if you're still with me, thank you so much. If any of you would like a personal reading, please do click on my Buy Me a Coffee link in the description box or on the QR code if you're on a bigger screen. Go through to that, press the shop button, and it will show you all the readings I have on offer at the moment. This is a time to give rather than take, Cancer. And this is not about you, and I'm making this very clear. This isn't about you rushing out, rushing after other people, doing what other people want you to do. This is about a time to give to yourself. I don't mean in a selfish way either. It's about getting that balance, but it's about you giving yourself the time to create the life that you want. What else, please? You are very close to achieving your goals because luck is on your side. I think it's more than luck. You may have luck on your side. You may have, which is great. You obviously have because it's come up in the reading. But I do feel there's a determination in you, Cancer, to live life differently. On the bottom of the deck, we have adjustments are required. So yes, you maybe need to perceive things differently, approach things differently, and just make some tweaks and adjustment to the way you're living at the moment, because you have got fulfillment, a new life, happiness ahead of you. I hope you found that helpful, Cancer. As I said, if you'd like a personal reading, please do check out my Buy Me a Coffee page. And in the meantime, if you enjoyed the reading, please help support me by dropping a like or subscribing. I nearly forgot what it was called then. Seriously, 90% of people who watch my channel are not subscribed. I mean, why? Thank you so much, Cancer. Take care, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.